It's happened! The Texas Rangers win the World Series!
When the season ends, is baseball really over? Of course not. It's early morning practices. It's pickup games, whenever and wherever. It's the anticipation for the game today and the crack of the bat tomorrow. It's history, and it's groundbreaking. It's a dream that becomes a reality. It's believing through all the stops along the way to the journey home. When it's in your DNA, it's always time to play ball.
Hey everyone, it's Book Shambi. Welcome to the show. And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. The show has an AL East matchup. It's the New York Yankees and the Toronto Blue Jays. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. Chris, one guy having a big year for this club, leading the team in home runs and runs batted in. Aaron Judge leads the team at OPS, so he's the guy that looks to slug and basically make things happen for them offensively.
Just a machine in terms of production at the plate. He'll take his walks. He'll barrel up the baseball. He'll hit the ball in the gaps. He'll hit the ball over the fence. So talk about a guy going good. That's him right now, and he's a bat that you want to stay away from if you're the pitcher.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about ready to roll here. And towing the slab here, Garrett Crochet. Chris, it's a little more common these days, but still, he's a strikeout per inning type of guy.
Well, I hear you about the strikeouts. A lot more guys striking out today, but when you consider having the ability to get that strikeout, particularly when you need it, a man on third, less than 2 outs, situations where, yeah, maybe you're not a real high strikeout guy, but just knowing you have the swing miss stuff in a big spot.
This change defensively for the Blue Jays. Now playing first base, number 16, Patrick.
Second and third, one gone. Here's Juan Soto. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Top of the zone for a strike, and it's 0-2. Got him! Huge strikeout there.
Well, that was such a great opportunity to grab the lead. You had the infield back. All you got to do is just put the ball in play on the ground, and you drive across a run. It's a frustrating outcome for the hitter. Now, I'll still have a chance, but it's probably going to take a clutch hit with 2 outs.
Now here's Giancarlo Stanton. Bit of strategy here. They issue the intentional walk, and that'll set up a force play at any base. So 2 down. DJ LeMahieu stepping in now for the Yankees. Almost got him. Grisham on third. Judge on second. Stanton at first. 2 out of the inning. And fouled off. The pitch. And another ball.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Makes the catch, in and over. Yankees nothing. Blue Jays coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here at Rogers Center. And on the mound today, Clark Schmidt. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff.
Hammers that one. Curling down the line and foul. Out front and foul to the left side. In the air out towards right center. He's got it. And there's one away. Let's take a look at our lineup. And a big factor for them in recent games, Bobby Witt Jr.
No, Boog, not just the fans, not just the people watching this game, but us. I mean, we're pretty fired up to watch this guy swing the bat. He's got big-time pop this season, slugging percentage over 500. Outfielders, put your track shoes on because you're going to be running in the gaps, trying to climb the wall. This guy is going to do damage when he gets the bat to the baseball. Don't take your eyes off of him.
That one ripped. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Smash to the left side. Whips it across. And Guerrero is set down.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, Patrick.
And next for Toronto, Patrick Wisdom.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
That's a hit. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. It's offline. The run comes in. Zingy, he squared that one up in a big way. So let's take another look at it with StatCast. Deadhead assemble.
Just incredible power in this swing as it came off the bat at 117 miles per hour. He saw it all the way. Really good weight transfer and just demonstrated some exceptional bat speed with that swing. Man, impressive.
One run across in the frame so far here in game 3 of this 4-game series. Smoked to the left, base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Now the third baseman.
Ball 4, take the base. You're out.
So 2 on with 2 away. Here's a big power threat. Aaron Judge doubled his first time up. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
Swing and a foul straight back. The Jays leading by 2 here at the top of the second. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Good job at damage control right there. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the Yankees 1. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. This is Dylan Carlson. California kid. Played for his dad at Elk Grove High School. His teammates there with Nick Madrigal. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Judge squeezes it. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting 9, the second baseman.
Here's the second baseman. Here's Bobby. With Jr., he won the high school home run derby in 2018. They held the events between rounds during MLB's home run derby at Nationals Park. Runner on the move, pitch in for a strike. The throw, tag, and he's out.
Usually when you see a team try to steal a base in the early innings, it tells you they want to be aggressive on offense. Try to force the defense to make plays and slow them down. That's exactly what they did right there. So we'll see if that caught stealing changes the offensive approach moving forward.
Now a screamer into the outfield. Judge makes the play, and it's out number 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top half of the third inning, and now it's Juan Soto. Crochet back to work. Right through there for a strike.
There's no way around it. Soto is one of the most exciting players in baseball. His hitting skills are so advanced, you'd think he played in Major League Baseball in a different life or something.
The 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Kicks and deals. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Hangs and misses. It's a strikeout.
Pretty simple plan of attack on the mound right there, huh?
Yeah, nothing but fastballs. They just kept putting down the number one and letting it fly. I like it.
Yeah, me too. And I'd love to hit against that. But, of course, when you're in the box, you think he's bound to change speeds on you at some point. You're just kind of locked up, sort of like reverse psychology.
And here is Giancarlo Stanton. He was walked intentionally his first time. That one finds the corner, and it's 0-1. The Yanks trailing by 2. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Just off the outside edge. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
Falling behind 2-1.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Next pitch misses. Now 3-1. Fastball for a strike. And there's ball 4.
He just hasn't had great command of his pitches in this one. Definitely more walks than you'd like to see.
Now it's LeMahieu up to hit. First pitch misses. On the ground, and it's through for a hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
And that's a strike.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
At the belt and fires. And down on strikes he goes. 2 gone.
Well, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in play somewhere and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Swing and a ball popped up. Hauls it in to end the inning. Yanks back now in Toronto. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. Tatis blasts one out. His second homer this series, and they boost their lead. It's 4-1. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. This one smoked on its way out of here. A gigantic blast. That's his 5th homer in the series. It's 5-1. So the streak stays alive. His 4th straight game with a home run.
Boog, that's like a cycle of home runs, and I know how much you love the cycle. He's absolutely punishing mistakes right now he can't miss. Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
So digging in, Patrick Wisdom. No question about this one. It's out of here. A massive home run. His 26th of the year. It's 6-1. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. Back-to-back-to-back home runs, and these guys look so dominant right now. A pitcher might want to check and see if he's tipping his pitches or not, but I tell you what, if this was basketball, that opposing team would call a timeout to try to slow down this offense.
Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. And there's a foul ball. And the righty deals. And that's ripped into left, base hit.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one, ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
Man at first. Here's the third baseman. Right through there for a strike. Back here at Rogers Center, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Dylan Carlson. And the right-hander back to work. And that one hammered. Soto going back. And he brings it into the warning track.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Now it's the second base. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr.
This kid picked up in a trade. A lot was offered and given to get him, but he's got a real high ceiling.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
Up next to the Blue Jays.
They turn things over to the southpaw, Caleb Ferguson. He's pitching on 2 days rest.
Now pitching for the New York Yankees. Number 64, Caleb Ferguson.
And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. He's already homered in this game. On the ground, a second, might be 2. There's one. Over to first, but he beats it.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Next is the designated hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's already homered here in this one. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card.
Here's a drive out to right center. Way back there. Look out. Gone. That was blasted to the moon. His second home run of the game, and they tack on 3. It's 9-1. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish.
Chris, that ball came out hot. So let's see what StatCast has to say.
Yeah, it really did, Boog. 111 miles per hour off the bat, and a really nice launch angle as well. Just a beautiful swing from start to finish.
2 outs, base is empty. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Patrick Wisdom. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. 3 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors, no one left. On to the top of the 5th we go. Jays 9 and the Yankees 1. All set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Aaron Judge.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come. Shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
And here it comes. Pitch is in there. It's 0-1.
Well, in terms of hitting rocket home runs, Judge is near the top of that list. Only Giancarlo Stanton has hit more with greater exit velocity than Judge. Look out, though. Shohei is quickly climbing those charts.
There comes an 0-2 to Judge. Got him looking. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Well, he throws him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter, and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
In time to Wisdom. They get the out on Soto. Two outs, base is empty. And now it's Giancarlo Stanton. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. And that keeps the inning alive. And now it's DJ LeMahieu digging in. On the ground out to short. They get the force, and that'll do it. One left for the Yankees. They trail it big. It's 9-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. As the lefty gets to work. Popped up right side. Cabrera gets under it. Corrals it. And there's one down.
The bat, the third baseman, Tucker.
Now the third baseman. Runner at first with 2 away. And now for the Jays, Dylan Carlson. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And it hits the fence. Around third. Now a relay to the plate. It's off the mark and he scores. And they now lead by 9.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
Victor Gonzalez, the new pitcher, the lefty from Mexico.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Man at second here with 2 away. Here's the second baseman. And that one is lifted in the air. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is the third out of the inning. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We're through 5. It's the Blue Jays 10 and the Yankees 1. All set for the top of the 6th. And the batter will be the shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers, I think.
The new pitcher in the game, Nolan Long.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
And we're back. And now the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr.
The shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr.
The pitch. That's out to center field. Judge is there. And out number 1 on the grab.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
So with 1 down, it'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. Base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now back, the designated hitter.
Now it's the DH, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
That one hammered center field. That's back. Off the batter's eye and gone. And he's gone yard again. That's his 3rd home run of the game. It's 12-1. Singy, he's been red hot.
Yeah, another big swing of the bat for him. Man, he is really seeing the ball well in this one. He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now. A 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
Base is empty, 1 away. And now here is Patrick Wisdom. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Wow, it ends up being just a 1-out single.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Absolutely hammered that baseball. Very loud coming off the bat. 107 was the exit velocity, and at that speed, it's going to be a great result more often than not.
Alejandro Kirk now at the plate. Ripped on a line to center. Reaching for it and brings it in.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Man at first. Here's the third baseman. To the leadoff spot. The Blue Jays line.
Now pitching for the Blue Jays. Number 49. Ron Stanton.
When you win by 9 runs, you have plenty of insurance runs. It's a huge confidence boost when you can just put that many runs up on the board. And I'll tell you what, the next game starter is saying, hey, I hope you all save some runs for me. I want to get a win as well.
13-4 is your final. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Time to ball game, 4 hours and 3 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
you.